See, I came from a long line of sheep herders as a boy, and I never knew what to do. Take over the family business or do what I dreamed of doing. So at the tender age of 18, I moved out to that big city to pursue my dreams. And I walked out that door hoping my daddy would give me his approval. And he said, "Boy, since the day I saw you and saw you grow up, I knew you were going to do something big." So I head out the door and moved to that city. And that was hard enough for me, but as soon as I moved there, I met this little girl, cute as a button. And you know, she just as time went on, she broke my heart more and more and more. And it was really hard. So I called Daddy and I said, "Daddy, what did I do?" And he said, "Scott, don't forget how the sheep back out there, they run in packs. And don't forget your family."
These days, just repeat this phrase.
So as time went by, things got harder and harder and harder, and you know, I really didn't know what to do. I listened to what Daddy said, and I knew what I learned as a child, but I said, well, what I thought was right was totally different from what Daddy. So I did what I thought was the thing to do. It never quite worked out for me, so I said, well, I guess I'll try it Daddy's way. And I thought about those baby sheeps and how they treat their mothers. So as time went by, I met back up with that girl and I said, "Baby, you know, I see a lot in you, but I gotta be like the sheep and I gotta run with my pack." She said, "I don't really understand that, but if you gotta do it, then you gotta do it." So I called my dad. I said, "Dad, I did like the sheep," and I told her about the packs, and I told her about the farm, and I told her about Mama and you. She said, "All right." That's what I call family story.
These days, just repeat this phrase.
Daddy, if you can hear me now, laying in your little grave, local, I bet you still got that same haircut. And there's something about everything that just keeps working and out and in and out, like little wires just connected into my future with your name all over it, written just all over it. And I appreciate every little bit of thing you did for me and Mama and my brother. Yeah.
Guitar solo. Just repeat this phrase.
Just repeat this phrase.